in the race.
Yeah, let's see. Should be live now. Yep, so I'm back live. That is step 1. I am back in the race. That is step 2. Step 3. Do I have a stream up to date? Yes, I do.
Good to go.
There we go. Yep, 50 laps to go as I
No,
came
we'll
across
go
the
off
line
the
that
race
time.
54 of
Yep,
Smith.
4 cars dueling it out.
Or takes the lead over.
What is that? 2
Buzz,
Toyotas and 2 Chevys, or is that?
And Dyer for second.
Is that one? Is that 2 Toyotas and 2 Chevys up front, battling for that lead?
As 9-car Typhoon takes second away, as the 51 of Big B is looking for third over Team Buzz. As the dominant car in that 20 car seems to be fading away just a tad.
Yeah, it looks like over the course of the pit stops and whatnot, people are starting to catch up on the gap from first to second in the overall race pace. Why did you send me a message?
As we get 3 over as the race leader. And then they're both in the wall. The 20 and the 51 will both go around Typhoon. And that just changed right there for the 9 car.
9 car is still lagging back there though in 4th.
Going on the
Comparatively
blink cam,
to everybody else. Looks like the 20 is going to try and make a move around the outside here, going into 3.
Outside of Smith for the race lead.
Can you hear me?
If these two keep out on the 51 is in the pictures. We got 3 right out for the race lead.
Andrew, can you hear me?
We got Bowser second between the 20 of Buzz and the 51 of Big B. Ryan, hello.
How did I end up out of the thing? Oh, I was probably hearing you through the, oh, that's how I was hearing you, through the party that you're still in.
Just making sure you're in. As
yeah, no, I'm still here.
As we have a caution on the racetrack. Right.
I was gonna say, you said they were gonna get those spots back to the 9, but the 9 looked like he was lagging back as well there.
We do have a DNF back from stage 2. The 36 and NASCAR got lagged out as. Ryan, I don't know if you noticed on that run, the 20 car seemed to fade it just a little bit. But we do have a new...
Oh yeah, the 20 car definitely seemed like, and what I said was actually, it looked like the rest of the field had kind of caught up to the gap that NASCAR guy has.
The field, the 51 of Big B, he was running mid-pack in the back all race. He's up here in the mix for the race.
Yeah, it looks like he may have made the right adjustment here to get up towards the front.
But let's see how this race will pay off. Green flag back underway.
Yeah, because as you probably know very well, you make that one right adjustment on the pit stop, and you can go from being a mid-pack car to a dominant car.
42 laps remain here at Chicago.
And kind of vice versa. If you're a dominant car like the 20 and you're too scared to touch it, and everybody else keeps adjusting on their car, they're going to close that gap to you.
Exactly. Well, I mean, we can't talk about dominating versus another league, which you were actually there for, at Fontaine over at SCRL. Brett dominated that race, but he didn't get the win.
Yep. Here we go, those 2 Toyotas once again dueling it out for the lead.
And who's right in the mix with those Toyotas? The 9 car. These 3 might come down to the win, but we don't know. It's a long way.
It's a long way, and they haven't really taken off all that far from the rest of the field. I mean, Especially since they're 2 and maybe even 3 wide here down the front
I
stretch.
do gotta say something though, Ryan. Remember last stage and how that 16 car was a lap down?
Yeah.
Oh, contact! The 16 and 51.
He's right up there and makes contact with the 51. Maybe we shouldn't be talking about the 16 because
3 wide behind them.
if that's gonna happen every time we mention his name.
And now they calmed it down.
Granted, it also appears like you don't want me picking you as my driver for the race either, because clearly I picked
The 16 and 13 we haven't really talked much, but they're 4th and 5th right now.
Yeah. But yeah, because if you remember back to the first stage, I picked the 36 to win. Where is he now?
DNF'd.
That's why you don't want me picking your driver. I should have just not mentioned anything and he would have easily cruised to victory lane.
I picked the 9 car to win. It's the 9 car's running second as the 16 car actually is gaining on the top car.
Yeah, well, it helps when both the 9 and the 20 there just scrape the wall.
We have 38 laps remain.
But yeah, have I told you about the Dyer curse up here in the booth?
Yup.
Yeah, because that thing, you don't want me picking you as my driver to win when I'm in the booth. Or if I'm on the track.
Right?
You really just don't want me picking you to win, ever.
Right? As we got battled for second place between the 20 to 9, it seems like all race, those two have been battling too.
Well, really, it's been that 36 and the 9 trying to catch the 20 early on that we're dueling it out forever.
But we have the 54 leading. As, contact made! 20 hit the apron.
Yeah. But they're still battling it out side by side, and they're just losing this 54.
As
this 54 is taking it.
Joined this battle for second.
Here's the question. If you're one of these guys, do you go and try and insert yourself into the battle, or do you wait it out and let them sort it out first?
There's one person that's in the top 5 that isn't waiting. That's at 0-8, because that 0-8 is flying. He just passed 16th, 4th as a 9 car hits the wall. As the 20 car is actually gaining on the 54.
Here we go, the 08 and the 9. Let's see what's going to happen here. It's always a fun matchup to watch.
That 08 right now, as I've watched him for a couple laps, he's been one of the strongest cars in the exits 1 and 2. I think the 9 car kissed the wall yet again as battle for third as the 08 goes high on the 9 car for third. As
08's really seeming like he's come to life here too.
The 20 has closed the gap, Ryan, if you want to look at that.
By the way, we have entered the window where you can make it on 2 more stops. So if you stop here, you only need to make 1 more stop to make it to the end of the race.
Don't get me wrong right now.
So we have entered a fuel window
if we're
here.
sitting in the back of the pack right now, and the window's open, 2 more stops, pit. I mean pit. So what if you're gonna lose time when you have the tires? Just pit. Because you don't know if the caution's gonna fly. As you know how I was saying that 08 is better on the exits?
Yeah.
I think that 08 is fast anyways. That 08 is catching these top. That's the contact made! The 54 to 20.
Oh, 20 through the grass.
That's the
and that's going to give up second there to Gator pretty much for free.
Wow.
I mean, you want to talk about a free pass? That was a free pass.
And I was just talking about this, the 20 and the 54 battling as well. Hunter's like, you know what, boys, thank you. But the 20 only lost 1 spot.
Yeah, he's like, I'll take that.
The 20 only lost 1 spot.
And that 54 seems to be slowing down too.
Just
that little bit.
That was actually great by the 20 car and saving his car through the grass because you only lost 1 spot there. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean,
I find it incredible just how much speed that 20 or that 58 has lost over the last few laps. Because I mean, look how close that that 08 is making this battle already.
I don't know. I don't know if the 08 made adjustments for his long run. He's like, he has a good short run car. He can keep up with these two. But this long run, the way they're going, this 08 has really dialed up his race car.
Yeah, so I think if you're the, to be honest, if you're the 54, I think you come to pit road now to try and take advantage of those fresh tires before you get a yellow.
And after
now, if you're someone like the 08, I think you stay out as long as possible to hope you catch a yellow. And if not, you know that you can make use of the fresh tires when you do eventually come.
Not only that, the 20 car's actually catching the 08.
So, oh, and the 08 scrapes the wall as he closes in on the 54 there.
Nope, he didn't hit the wall. He didn't hit the wall. He came close to it.
He did not?
Nope. 54.
I thought I saw sparks.
98's one.
Here we go. As I... Oh, whoa, who's in the grass?
98's
98.
That's the lead.
I think 98 may have missed the pit road entrance, possibly. What's gonna happen here?
We got Bell for the lead.
Uh-oh.
Zero away from Fred Gator.
I think... Did the 98 blow a tire? No, he's back going.
And again!
I don't know what's going on with this 98, but...
Stage 1 and how the 20 took laps and laps and laps. And then he finally figured. These two did the same thing.
Yeah, and of course you gotta remember though, you gotta be careful of those cars coming out of the pits.
Exactly.
And of course your tires are going to start to be wearing thin here pretty quick as well. Not to mention the fuel mileage. I mean, I haven't done the exact math, but I think you're probably within about 3 or 4 laps of being out of fuel here.
I mean, the 20's doing the same strategy as Williams and Saban. But the 08...
But I think it's only capable, though, for that guy to go another... maybe 2 laps. I see very little chance of them being able to stretch us more than like 2 more laps. I think this lap and maybe 1 more.
Oh,
okay, they all stay out. So I think they have to be coming this time. I think that this is a no-brainer.
I mean,
which actually puts them out. Yeah, which does not get them quite inside that window to get to the end of the race.
They're only 4 to
they'll be pitting. Well, they'll be pitting with 24 to go. And we got a development. Yeah, 08 is out of fuel.
He's out.
And that is gonna be a killer.
I'm gonna go with his
one of the fastest cars, and he ends up running out of fuel and is gonna lose a ton of time. Actually, it didn't look like he lost all that much time to the 20 there, despite being out of fuel. And hey, that helped him not speed on pit road.
I'm gonna go with his 54 here, Ryan, and we'll see if the 54 can get the lead this time. Remember, stage 1, he tried this, and 20 did exactly what he just did, and it hurt the 54.
Yeah, but again, that was on I think we determined that was a 2-tire call, remember? Because remember, they only had about 5 laps to go when the 54 came out of the pit, so he probably only did 2 tires that time. Yep, 54 is race leader.
How big of a gap will he get? That's the question.
Those fresh tires playing crucial role here.
He has a huge gap. And I mean huge gap, Ryan.
Yeah, that is a massive gap. I mean,
But the problem is this. Both the 20 and the 08, they're 4 to 5 laps short. All they can do is just take fuel only for the final stop.
I don't see that as an option. Because you gotta factor in, their tires were low there, and that was with them stretching their tires as far, or that's with them stretching their fuel as far as they could go. If they do the exact same thing here, their tires will not last a full another stint if they come to pit road like that again.
At 54 right now. I mean, yes, I know what behind you have fresh tires, but that's a huge gap for them to make up right now.
Yeah, he had the fresh tires. The big question is, though, how much has the 20 been able to run him down, potentially?
Yeah. And
Like, is he closing that gap?
and here's the thing, too. Will the 20 try to take 2 tires off for a final pit stop? That's the question. Because we know what happened before.
Oh, I think that's definitely a strategy here.
I can tell you one car that does not run a yellow. That's that 54.
Yeah, and 54 does not want this to be a battle on even ground, because he likes the lead he's built up. Now, again, you got a question, though. Does maybe the 54 look at that and think he's got to try 2 tires as well to try and maintain that gap?
That is a possibility. They're Ryan.
Because I think if he plays the aggressive strategy here to try and keep that gap, we got 19 to go actually. So the fuel window is open. If you pit now, you make it to the end of the race.
But my concern is this. The 08 lost a lot of time when he ran out of fuel. Does he try to pull something out of the rabbit? Or out of the bananas?
Pull something out of the rabbit. What are you doing?
I mean,
pulling stuff out of rabbits?
The 08 right now, he's 4 right now. Does he potentially, in a couple laps, down in contention, but maybe if he short pits and takes 2 tires, he might make it.
Yeah, I mean, you can short pit. I mean, from here on, you can pit, make it to the end of the race on fuel. Just the question mark is, when do you come, and how much of a benefit does 2 tires make? And are you brave enough to take those 2 tires on a short pit when you don't really know how much those 2 tires are going to gain you on lap time if you haven't done them yet in the race?
We'll find out.
Because if you short pit and the 2 tires aren't that much better than your old ones at the moment, it almost seems like you don't really gain anything from the short pit. Now versus someone like the 20 earlier, who we determined did try 2 tires.
Sorry to interrupt you, Ryan, but the 20 course actually closed the gap on that 54.
Yeah, trying to put that pressure on. You still got a ways to go, but
54's coming in. Leader's coming in.
Yeah, here we go. And we know he had to come in a little sooner than everybody else because he had pitted earlier than everybody else. That's the 15 to go.
So this is 4 times.
And 08 follows him. 08 follows him in.
This is interesting because the 54 is taking 4. What does the 08 potentially do? Because his left side...
How do you know the 54 is doing 2? Or doing 4, I mean.
Yeah, the thing is, remember, the 08 was the same strat as the 20. This really has changed into some people thought.
08's going for 4, I believe, from looking at the pit at the time he's been in that pit stall. So, how did you know 54 was going for 4 tires?
Because he had the Warner's tires. If you think about it, in the 20 car, 20 pitted, the 20 their weight was leading him away. And
I'm saying, but of course, with what we were talking about the 20 taking 2, I mean, if the 19, or not the 19, if the 54 taking 2 to try and just maintain what Gabby did, and he just goes out and immediately smacks the wall. Comes out of pit road and pretty much immediately smacks the wall and loses more time.
And here's the problem too, just taking 2 if you're a 54. You're asking for potential what 40 something laps on your left side tires, and I guarantee you didn't want to take 2 and blow it. He didn't want to do it. I can understand, but the thing is,
now the question mark is though, does anybody have that option to try 2? Because you're gonna have a lot of and you're still gonna be asking your tires to go 35, 25, like 25, 30, 35 laps if you're the 20 even.
It's hard to say, but we know the 20 is gonna do it. The 20 did it before, and but the problem with that is the 20 did it because his left side were pretty much still good. You're pretty much asking for your lefts over here. Potentially being on the verge of about to blow at any second if you take 2.
Yeah, and that's another thing that the 20 has an advantage is because he did do the strategy earlier. He knows what the wear looks like. He knows what to be looking for, how hard to push it. But again, kind of the question mark there is with how much he ran down the leader earlier, did he burn up too much tire while running him down?
Are we coming 10 to go?
I believe we are coming to 11 to go. No, wait, no, we're going to be coming to 10 to go this next time by. And 08 goes through the grass on the front stretch.
Question is, when does the leader pit? You know,
yeah, 10 to go this time.
The 54 has to be livid right now. 54 has to be livid.
What happened? Why is the 54 livid?
Well, because he's sitting back here. He's probably thinking 20's going to take 4. But I think I'm like you, Ryan. I think I should have maybe took 2 tires on the 54. I just don't see him do
I think I mean, again, it comes down to the 20 has already pulled this strategy before. He knows the numbers. He knows how hard he needs to push that car.
We're coming to 8 to go.
Now, here's a question. If you're the 20, do you just back off here and just use up the amount of time you've got to try and save that fuel? Like, from the second you saw the 54 come in, do you back off and try and save fuel all the way?
Leaders in.
Leaders coming in?
We talked about it all race. About this 20 car. This is the money stop for now. Does he take 2 or does he take 4?
Yeah, here we go. 54, 20. This is going to be the battle for the win.
Here we go. What does he do?
Let's see. How long is that pit stop? That looks like maybe 2. You took 2?
Oh my god, dude. My stream.
Problem is, here comes a very fast moving 20 or 54.
Bro, I'm done.
This is going to be a fight.
Hey, Ryan.
Pull off the gloves and pull some punches. Yeah.
My stream just ended by itself.
Oh, fun. Do you need another invite?
Yeah.
To the race, or can you still see the end of the race?
Yes, send another invite.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're getting ready for a really good showdown here in Chicago.
Alright.
This is the finish you guys came and stayed for.
Well, now this is the question. The 20 does have fresher lights, but the thing that does take the advantage is a 54. His tires are equal. The 20's lefts are just about equal as the 54's. This is going to be a great race.
Oh yeah, this is going to be one of those great Chicagoland duels. Explain what. Explain to me why this track no longer is on the schedule.
I have no idea, Ryan, but 54.
Because these things happen all the time in the real world. I mean, sure, maybe the Cup races back when it was a playoff race wasn't the most exciting thing in the world. But then
Are we
look at
coming
the
to Florida
2018
now?
race. Oh, we got a car against the wall. Uh-oh, that could be a yellow. That'll change everything
Are we coming to
if
Florida
that
this
ends up
time?
being a yellow.
Florida?
No yellow to be found yet.
Florida?
Yeah, we got 4 to go, I believe, is what we're going to be coming to this next time. But yeah, we just had the 22 against the wall there. And,
That 20 course loose with those 2 tires.
oh, the 22, though, around again.
That 20.
And coming back out on track.
I'm sorry to say this, Ryan, but that 20 car is struggling this run with the 2 tires. The 54 is catching on 3 to go this time.
I'm just concerned this 22 is going to bring out the yellow flag. I mean, he's been around twice now in the same lap. And he clips the apron again. He isn't around, but yeah, you gotta be concerned about that too.
54 close the gap again right there for 1 and 2. Coming to...
You got 2. Yeah, you got 3 laps to go. Coming to 2. This will be 2 to go.
From the 54. Push. As car spinning in the grass. Just ahead of the leaders.
Who is it? Oh, and he makes contact. He takes out the 54.
Wow.
He takes the 54 out. If I'm the league admin, I'm probably calling for a yellow on that one because that was. I mean, that was 2 cars involved, and it was a non-impacting car, straight up just nailing a car going for the win. I mean, you take out the leader like that in almost any league, that's usually a pretty big penalty. But the white flag flies for the number 20, and we'll be getting ready to crown the 20 the champ of the Chicagoland 300 here.
Bro, I need it again. Coming on 3 and 4. The 20 car of King Buzz will win the King World 300 at Chicagoland Speedway.
Yep, King Buzz to victory lane.
King Buzz P1. You have to be kidding me. Are you kidding?
Oh, and the 9 car checks up the 08. Coming to the line.
Wow.
Looks like the 9 may have beat out the 08 for the for that last spot in the top 3. So the 3 guys we will be interviewing is race winner King Buzz, stage winner King Buzz, stage 2 winner King Buzz, as well as the 54 who got absolutely robbed of a chance to win this race, and the 9 car of Phil who just put an absolute block on Gator for that final interview spot.
Yeah.
So I'll try and see if we can get them to swap over here.
We'll talk about penalties if there's any left to do. Very interesting.
So yeah, so we should be getting some guys in here for post-race interviews here momentarily. I just went and sent the message to the group chat about that.
Alright. Hey Ryan,
Yeah.
have you ever
I have. I've seen that exact situation play out before.
The 54 was gaining on him too, as we were speaking, and then he gets murdered.
Yeah. Oh, and there is the 20 joining in, and the 54 it looks like as well. We're just waiting on Phil, and we'll have all of us in here for the post-race interviews. But If you want to start off with the interviews, Andrew, I think we should start off with the race winner, number 20.
Buzz, this is K up in the booth. Very dominant performance here at Chicagoland. 54 was coming on strong there late, but got collected and with a lap down car, and you got the win by a huge margin. How do you feel to get the win tonight?
Yeah, I hate it for him. That really sucked. I was really wanting to see how that played out there at the end. But good car. Got to thank Tyler for the setup. My buddy Tyler, he's really good there. So glad I was able to come race with them boys and put on a show.
And put on a show you guys were going to, for sure. I mean, two of the fastest cars all day, up front, battling for the lead, and then just having it gifted to you there at the end through unfortunate circumstances. But hey, a win's a win. You dominated the day, and one of the best cars won the race.
Yes, sir. I want to thank CG too for racing me clean. That was fun. Can't wait for the next one.
Okay, so yeah, throughout the race, your car was handling very good. Any comments kind of on how your car progressed through the race?
Yeah, it started out a little tight, and then it wouldn't get loose or nothing. It was perfect. I could lift a little bit getting in and get right back on it, and I think that's really where I was getting the 54 was on the longer runs. So he started trying to short pit there and pit a little bit earlier and get some distance, which he should have. And it was really fun seeing how it was going to play out at the end. A lot of these leagues you don't get long green flag runs like that, so it was fun, to say the least.
Okay, well, you heard it from the race winner himself. So I think next up will be CG Smith in the 54, who got second place there, despite all odds. CG, you got a copy? Hey, CG, you got a copy up? It's the guys up in the booth. Looks like his mic is having trouble connecting, possibly. I think so.
Yeah, I'm not hearing him either.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Typhoon.
Hold on. He's
Is
back.
he in here now?
How about now?
Yep, we can hear you now.
Okay.
So it looked like it was building up to be a really good battle for the win there between you and that 20 car, and then just didn't see who the car was spinning, but someone just spun and...
It was 22.
22.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened there with the 22. Why I didn't keep it down in the grass, I do not know. It's quite.
That was the fourth time he was around that in the last 3 laps of that race.
It's even more so frustrating because normally it wouldn't matter if somebody came back out and was on the apron. I'll give him that he was on the apron, but knowing that the leaders were coming and knowing that a lot of cars at this particular racetrack do like to use that apron.
Every car uses that apron.
Put himself right there in the way, and I expected him to be back out of the way, and I just couldn't avoid him, and it just entirely killed what I had going. Trying sorts of strategy, I had my car really good, just wasn't quite lasting as long as I needed it to, but it was really, really good on those short runs. I could drive away, and I could do whatever I needed to do in those turns.
I have
But
no idea, but we're doing injuries right now in another hood.
Yeah, the guys from my next league I'm doing, we're just hopping into the party that we were in on Xbox real quick, but yeah, it looked like it was going to be a...
That's 100% race hour.
Yeah, it's 100%, but it's only trucks, but yeah, just one last question real quick. If you hadn't had that 22 coming up there, you think you would have had a good shot at him?
I think I would have had a shot. I don't know that I want to say I would have been able to getting there.
Hold on. Jesus.
Been
I got 2,000 people talking to me
I
at
think
once.
it's been coming to the finish, coming to the checker.
Okay, we didn't really get you there. We kind of getting him coming to the checkers.
What I said was I don't know if I would have actually gotten him. I don't want to say that I would have. I was fast. and I was definitely gaining on him there. I'm not sure what strategy he did, but
I know exactly what Doug
Yeah, us
did.
up in the booth think he took
I know
2 tires
exactly
there
what he
towards
did.
the end.
I started short pitting. I had a strategy. I decided I was going to pit earlier than everyone else, so I'd have 4 tires and possibly be able to take away that advantage of them taking fuel only or 2 tires. That's what I was banking on them doing, and it worked out pretty well. Just didn't quite have enough. Getting
Yep.
into Potassium would have been 2 different things. But regardless,
Yeah, especially because you know he's going to block when it gets down to those
yeah,
last couple laps.
I think it would have been a good show getting to the line. I think it really would have been. Unfortunately, I didn't get the opportunity to see what might have happened, but at the end of the day, I still finished P2 and had a good solid day at my home track. And,
Yeah, especially with the 22 fucking
Yeah,
wheel. You still get second.
yeah,
Yeah, that's one of those things you always want to perform well at your home track. I mean, I'm awful at my home track, but I always try and do as good as I can there. Of course, mine being New Hampshire, it's a much tougher track to be very good at.
yeah.
But yeah, so congratulations on the second place. Definitely upset for you that you didn't get to really show what you had there at the very finish, but I think we also have third place in here as well for interviews.
Yep, that'll be Lanker.
Yeah, I got a copy on the book.
All right, we'll see you guys next.
Yeah, see you guys next week, and we have got our interview with Typhil
Do you
here.
want me to do it or do you want to do it?
Yep, what's up, buddy?
If you want to start off the questions, Andrew.
Alright, Tyler. You had a very strong car. Seems to be all race up until whatever happened to your car there in middle of stage 3. Home third on a photo finish when it seemed like. Is there anything that you wish you could have done differently in the race to get to those 2 lone Toyotas?
I think right there in the final stage, I decided to short pit too late. Also, just that first caution we had at the beginning of the stage, I didn't take a full tank. I went like 1.5 cans instead of 2. So I actually had to get more gas on that last pit stop, which took me an extra couple seconds on pit road. Other than that, I think I might have had a chance to at least hang with them, be a little bit closer. Obviously, I don't think I was fast enough to keep up with them for a long run right there. And that showed kind of throughout the longer runs of the night. But, I mean, I think it was overall a pretty good race. Car finally got feeling pretty good about stage 2. So, stage 2 started stage 3. Felt like we were on a roll right there. So, finally turning good and everything. So.
Well, nothing like having a top 3 finisher at Chicagoland.
Yep.
A lot of
Gotta keep
momentum
the
heading into next week.
Yep, that's the big thing, just keeping the momentum.
Yep. So I think that'll be it for interviews for tonight. So hopefully everybody enjoyed.
Oh, Ryan, or not Ryan,
Yeah,
Tyler,
well-
do you have a question for you?
Oh, you do have one more? Okay, I guess one more question. real
No,
quick.
it's nothing about interview. It has something to do with that
Oh,
last lap, last 2 laps.
Yeah. Oh, okay.